I want to finish all of this within a year. And I hope that's a very conservative goal. I hope it is. All right, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be making two in the near future. One for my lesson coming up on Thursday. That'll be March 5th. Today's March 2nd. This one is going to be about why I'm doing it. All right, so let's talk about why I've decided to get my private pilot's license finally. How I'm going to go about doing that. Because I think as anybody who has thought about taking this on or has taken this on, these are two of the most important questions to ask yourself before taking it on, because this is a big deal. So let's dive right into that. All right, why I'm taking this on. I've tried this before, not once, but twice, and I haven't completed it. And that has always nagged at me, starting when I was 18 years old, basically. I was right out of high school, and it was just after 9/11, the next year. That's how old I am. And I ended up quitting. And I quit for two reasons. The first one is it got expensive. Everything shot up in cost. And I didn't have the money to cover it all. But also, I started to struggle with things. And in my younger life, I was definitely far less mature than I am now. And when I got confronted with something that was hard, I was more than happy to just kind of let it go and give up on it. And so that's what I did. It wasn't the physical act of flying the airplane. I was really good at that. I could do that. And I'm still good at that. It was all of the work in studying for my FAA written and getting ready for the practical that I struggled with, and I just folded. So I've just kind of let that nag at me for the rest of my adult life. So why am I doing this now? Simply put, I love flying. I love aviation. I love everything that has to do with it. My dad, as I mentioned, he had his private pilot's license. He's been unable to utilize that because of health reasons. But when I was younger, we would go up all the time and just fly around the area where I grew up. And we would take trips to the Bay Area where my family lived. We'd fly from, Albany's airport down to Oakland, and we'd land at the municipal side of Oakland Airport. And those were some of the best memories of my childhood because, one, I got to do it with my dad, but two, it was flying, and I just loved it. Everything fascinated me about it. So he put that passion of flying into me, and it's been in my DNA since I was a little kid, and that's why I'm doing this. So let's tackle all the questions that just popped up on the screen a minute ago. Number one, can I afford this? Learning to fly and flying in general are really expensive, very expensive. And I'm going to pop up an image from the website, the Twin Oaks Air Park website where I'm doing my flying out of, because they, like everybody that has an aviation school of any kind, they put the costs up there. They want to be transparent with people. If you were to go from 0 hours to your private pilot's license, you're looking at anywhere from about $12,000 to $15,000 right now. That's a lot of money. A lot of people don't have that money just laying around to pour into learning how to fly. So I'm looking at about maybe $7,000 to $8,000 to finish, because I've got to get current again. I've got to do the written test. I've got to do check ride prep. I'm going to have to solo again. And as I've mentioned, my instructor will not sign off on me to solo until the FA written is done. So to do that, I'm doing a ground school for the first time since I was 18 years old. And I'm trying to get myself ready for the written test. And that's going pretty well. And I'll talk about that maybe in a little bit here. How can I do that? I am going to have some revenue stream to support this. And so I rideshare drive. I've got an electric car, so I don't have to spend a lot of my own money to drive rideshare stuff. So I do that. And then in a previous life, one of the things that I also wanted to do was be an umpire baseball. And I did embark on a career to become a major league umpire. It didn't work out, but I can still officiate and I can still do sports. I officiated high school basketball, baseball, and football when I was younger. When I was still doing professional baseball, umpiring when I was home in the winter, I would do football in the fall when I got home, basketball in the winter. And that would take me right up to spring training. So I don't know that I'm going to get back into basketball. I might get back into football, but as of right now, baseball is an option this spring and summer. And that's a really easy way to make a little under $100 a game. So I look to earn anywhere from $200 to $300 a week driving rideshare. And instead of focusing on hitting that $200 to $300 weekly rideshare driving, I can supplement that with umpiring baseball in the spring, even in the summer. So that's my goal, to pay for this. I've talked about it, but I thought I would just kind of lay it out there a little more clearly, kind of what I'm looking to do. If I earn more, that's great, but I'm looking to earn $200 to $300 a week, which translate anywhere from $800 to $1,200 a month in extra money, and that'll help supplement bills on the home front in aviation as a side thing. So there you go. How can I afford it? That's it for me right now. The next question, do I have time? Well, I've told you guys before, we are a busy family. We have 2 kids. Our oldest, our son, he plays very competitively. He plays baseball. He plays basketball. He tried football last fall. I think he might try it again this fall. And if he's not doing football, he's going to be doing something, either fall baseball, maybe soccer, maybe cross country. I don't know. 3 sports. All right. That is a busy kid. And then we have our daughter, who is very active in dance, gymnastics, and she's getting into acting now. So she's busy. She's got 3 days a week. Our son has 3 days a week of activities. So we're a busy family. That's kind of it. Both of our kids are busy, but we also like to do other stuff as a family. We like to go camping in the summer. We like to travel a little bit when we can, whether that's going somewhere, getting on an airplane and flying, or driving somewhere and doing stuff. So with my work schedule, working full-time, my wife works full-time, our kids' schedules, our desire to do stuff as a family, all that, it's absolutely a struggle. So right now I work a 4-day work week. That's Friday through Monday for me right now. So that leaves the middle of the week where I'm off, which means I have that time early in the day. Kids are at school during the school year to book time and go fly. So that's going to be different in the summer. If I stay on this schedule, I'm going to have to find times in the evenings or whatever. The days are getting a lot longer, so I should be able to find a way to get some flight hours in, but will my family support me? All of us have that question, right? Will our families support us in this journey? I can't do this without the support of my family, my wife, my kids. Everybody's got to be on board with me wanting to do this. My kids love the idea. They love the idea of hopping in an airplane and going up, seeing the view from above. Wife, not so much. She has said in the past, the idea of a small airplane terrifies her, so we'll have to ease her into this. But without their support, I can't do it. So ultimately, the goal is to do something I love, though. So that's why I'm doing this, is to do something I love. And if it can also be a career, yeah, that would be an absolute bonus to everything else. But you know, I'm gonna need their buy-in. I've got it right now, and I hope to keep it. But it absolutely is something to think about when you take on something like this, because it is expensive, time-consuming, all those things. So you need support at home. Which leads to, what do I want to get out of this? What do I want out of this? Well, this is probably the biggest question when thinking about taking on this goal of becoming a private pilot. I asked myself that. Well, I guess ultimately I'd love to show up to work every day excited for the day. And I have been told recently that when I talk about flying, aviation in general, my face lights up, my body, posture, everything changes in a different way than when I talk about anything else. And so ultimately, what I would want to get out of it would possibly be a new career. I don't know if that's possible, but that would probably be the ultimate goal. And it doesn't mean I hate my job. I don't hate my job. I love what I do. Do I love it as much as if I could jump in a cockpit every day and fly for a living? No, definitely not. So we'll see if any of that's obtainable or not. That takes us to, can I do this? Short answer is yes, absolutely. I can do this. But it's going to take a lot of work, right? I feel a renewed sense of direction and determination this time around. I am finding time when there's an opportunity to jump on and pound out a ground school lesson and study. I didn't do that before. And for whatever reason, earlier in my life, I had difficulty dedicating myself to finishing it. And I want to change that this time. I'm determined to do so. So the answer is yes, I can do this, and I plan to. So, last question, what is my plan? Can't just go into this half-assed, not sure what I'm going to do. So, what's my plan? All right, well, first and most importantly, I need to finish my ground school so I can take and pass the FAA written test. And so that's goal number one. I need to get that done. So then after that, I just got to grind with my instructor, Sam, to get ready for the check ride. I want to finish all of this within a year. And I hope that's a very conservative goal. I hope it is. But giving myself a year to do it puts me in the spring of 2027. It's going to be test taking for me, and I suck at test taking. So it's going to be a lot of time getting myself comfortable and ready for the FAA written and check ride, because there's a lot with the check ride, and there's a lot of videos out there how we get to the check ride process. So in a nutshell, that is why I'm doing this. It's my purpose. I am really excited to jump in on this full speed ahead. I'm really excited to find the time this year to do it. I'm going to need help from my family. I'm positive I'll get it. Ultimately, my goal is to finish my private pilot's license within a year, move on to the next phase of getting maybe my instrument rating and maybe my commercial, so I can get my instructor's certificate. I don't know. I don't know what the next steps are after that. But I do know that in the next 12 months, I want to be able to sit down for one of these and say, with my certificate in my hand that I am a private pilot. So that's that. I really appreciate everybody for tuning into this and watching this video. I hope it's beneficial. I have no idea if anybody's going to find this, watch this, find it helpful or not. But if you do, as they like to say in all the videos, pound that like button, subscribe. So if this helps you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and maybe it'll grow a little bit. I don't know. Until next time, thanks for joining me. We'll see you around.